Everyone avoided her. He brought her coffee and took the seat no one else would. Eli Mercer slid 2 steaming coffees across the scarred plasteel table and dropped into the seat opposite Selah Venn, the one spot the entire break room treated like a quarantine zone. Selah's iridescent blue skin rippled in a subtle wave of surprise. Her 4-fingered hand paused midair, hovering over her untouched nutrient pack. Large amber eyes flicked up to meet his, guarded and sharp as a docking clamp. "Morning," Eli said. He pushed 1 cup her way. Black. No synth sugar. He'd overheard her order it once. Weeks ago. She didn't touch it. "Mercer. You know the rules. No rules in here." He sipped his own, ignoring the sudden hush from the cluster of loaders at the next table. Forks clinked louder now. Deliberate. Just coffee. Selah's crest feathers' fine violet plumes along her scalp twitched. Her species, the Venari, read micro-expressions like cargo scanners. She saw the stares boring into Eli's back. Mira Holt, 2 tables over, leaned into her crew, whispering. Jax Pell smirked from the vending corner, datapad in hand. Eli pulled his battered datapad from his vest. He tapped up a grainy hololabel, Vexari glyphs swirling in red. Actual favor, though. This came in on the Keldar freighter. Won't load without cert. Translate? Her eyes narrowed. Suspicion etched every line of her angular face. Rumors pinned a docking mishap on her. 6 months back cargo crushed. 2 loaders injured. Station whispers called it sabotage. No proof, but isolation stuck like hull tar. She leaned forward anyway. 1 claw-tipped finger traced the glyphs. Batch purity low. Volatile stabilizers. Mark it for decon chamber 3. Or it ignites on jump. Eli nodded, logging it. Saved my ass. Thanks. He took another sip. Casual. As shift. Chit-chat. Mira's voice cut through. Not quite low. Bold move. Eli. Rusk sees that. Your metrics tank. He didn't turn. Selah's feathers flattened. She pushed the coffee back an inch. Go! Before they make you. Eli held her gaze. Not leaving you solo with that crowd. Her mandibles clicked softly, a Venari tell for unease. No one sat here. Not since the incident. Loaders crossed aisles. Translators ate in shifts to avoid her. Footsteps thudded. Foreman Cade Rusk loomed at the table's edge. Arms crossed over his grease-stained jumpsuit. Gray stubble framed a scowl. Mercer. My docks. My rules. That seat's off limits. Move. Eli set his cup down slow. Rusk jabbed a thumb at Selah. Metrics. Crew cohesion. You want to bond with the outcast? Do it off clock. Selah stiffened. Her skin dulled to slate gray. Eli stood, but didn't budge from the chair. Fair. Clock me out then. Coffee breaks universal. Rusk's eyes bulged. You threatening walkout? Over her? Offering. Eli met the foreman's stare. 1 shift loss. Your call. Murmurs rippled. Jax Pell straightened. Datapad. Ready, union forms or berry forms. Depending. Mira froze, mid-whisper. Rusk exhaled hard. Metrics flashed on his wrist holo. Green, barely. Eli handled prime manifests. Replacements lagged. Sit where you want. But haul twice tomorrow. Clear, crystal. Eli dropped back down. Rusk stormed out. Silence shattered into scrapes and coughs. Selah stared at the coffee, unblinking. You didn't have to, she said finally. Voice low, accented with Venari clicks. Eli shrugged. Label needed translating. Coffee's cheap. Her claw brushed the cup. Took it. First sip steamed her breath. Humans. Always bending. Practical. He grinned. Keeps manifests moving. Shift horn blared. They parted at the hatch, Eli to Cranes, Sayla to admin pod. But eyes tracked her. Whispers followed. Hours later, Eli'd his last pallet. Docks hummed. Grav lifters whined. Alien freighters vented plasma. Sayla emerged from the translator bay, satchel slung low, alone. 3 loaders peeled from a bulkhead crew, big Tellarans, furred and hulking. They shadowed her, steps sinking too close. One growled something in guttural tradespeak. Eli dropped his scanner. Sayla, hold up. She glanced back, feathers spiking. Kept walking. He jogged level, matching her stride. Walk you to the tube? The Tellarans loomed closer. Lead 1 snarled, back off, softskin. She walked solo. Eli didn't break pace. Station regs. No harassment zones. Tubes that way. Sayla's hand brushed his arm light. Testing. Mercer. Call me Eli. He angled between her and the trio. Tellaran lead shoved forward. Incident girl draws trouble. You blind? Eli stopped. Faced them square. Saw the report. Faulty seals. Not her. Laughter barked. Venari lies. You next? Sayla's skin flushed violet. She stepped up, voice steel. Backwalk, or I log assault. They hesitated. Eli's hand hovered near his comm. Quiet tap. To security feed. Tellarans grumbled. Peeled off toward a freighter ramp. Sayla exhaled. Risky. Eli resumed walk. Metrics first. Can't translate if you're jumped. Tube doors hissed open. Empty car waited. She stepped in. Paused. Why? Really? He leaned on the frame. Saw you fix that Keldar manifest last cycle. Saved a blowout. Station owes you. Least I can. Her eyes softened, amber warming. Claw extended, not handshake. Venari. Bond gesture. Palm up. Vulnerable. Eli matched it. Skin met scale, cool and firm. Pulse thrummed under her touch. Tomorrow, she said. Coffee. My synth sugar. He grinned. Deal. Doors sealed. Car dropped. Eli turned for bunks, but Mira blocked his path. Eyes wide. You nuts? Tellarans file grudge. Rusk benches you. Worth it. He sidestepped. Jack's Pell slunk up, datapad glowing. Heard the play. Union can shield or spike your file. Price? Eli clapped his shoulder. Green metrics. That's my shield. Jax chuckled. Human stubborn. Watch shadows. Night cycle dimmed lights. Eli bunked down, but sleep dodged. Sayla's touch lingered trust. Earned in steps. Next shift dawned harsh. Eli hit manifests early. Sayla waited at her table. 2 cups steaming. 1 black. 1 synth sweet. He sat. No stairs this time. Mira glanced, shrugged. Loaders filtered in. Chairs scraping neutral. Rusk grunted past. Double haul, Mercer. Done. Sayla slid the label pad over. Next batch. Tricky glyphs. No. 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 They worked. Talk flowed cargo quirks. Station vents. Her laughs clicked soft. Harassment thinned. Whispers faded. Jax cornered Eli at lunch. Tellarans backed off. Her log hit feeds. Your comtap sealed it. Eli nodded. Teamwork. Afternoon hall peaked. A pallet jammed Vexery crate, seals failing. Eli braced it manual. Muscles straining. Sayla dashed up, scanner whirring. Stabilizers low. Reroute power. He yanked the line. She patched the glyph cert. Crate locked stable. Crew watched. No grumbles. Shift end. Shadows gone. Sayla walked free. But at tube, she turned. Eli. Past incident. Not sabotage. Misscan. My fault. He stopped. Knew it. Pasts loaded. Her crest rose. Claw found his hand. Held. Bond holds. Stronger. Tube hummed away. Eli watched. Heart steady. One seat broken. Prejudice cracking. Rusk calmed later. Metrics gold. Keep her translating. Cruise green. Eli logged off. Smiled. Small steps stacked cargo high. Eli shoved the docking bay door open, mug in hand. Sayla looked up from her corner table. Her crest twitched. She scanned the label. Her name in precise Thalix script. Etched, fresh. He set it down. Sanitized. Yours only. No more station brew fights. Her claws flexed. She lifted it. Steam curled from synth tea inside. You learned the glyphs? Scanner app. Took 10 minutes. Eli dropped into the chair opposite. Loaders shuffled in behind him. Mira shot a glance, but kept stacking pads. Sayla sipped. Crest relaxed a notch. Boundary 1. No shared vessels. Observed. He nodded. No questions. No push. Rusk bellowed from the manifest desk. Mercer. Sayla on manifests today. Real work. Not babysitting. Eli stood. On it. He grabbed the duty pad. Goal. Integrator. Conflict. Crew grumbles. Outcome. Prove her value. Sayla. He waved her over. Time your accuracy. Cross-check this Vexari load. Glyphs to crates. 10 minutes flat. She slid behind the desk. Claws danced over the holo screen. Eli tapped his chrono. Crew paused. Watched. Glyphs flickered. Matches locked. 8 minutes, 42 seconds. 0 errors. Beat the loader's average. Eli logged it loud. Rusk. Metrics update. Sayla clocks 98%. Rusk grunted from his perch. Print it. Post it. Mita edged closer. Not bad scales. A loader big guy named Torv snorted. Yeah. Till she contaminates the bay. Remember the leak? Eli's jaw tightened. He stepped between. Torv. Formal note. Conduct violation. Harassment log. Pulled his comm. Typed it live. Sent to Union feed. Torv blinked. Backed off. Just a joke. Mercer. Not funny. Not here. Eli turned to Sayla. She stared at the screen, claws still. Crew dispersed. Whispers died. Lunch break hit. Eli grabbed trays. Sat with Sayla. One clear boundary. Name it. I follow. No debate. Her eyes met his. Gold flecks sharpened. No touch in public. Thalix custom. Implies claim. Done. Jack slunk up. Union runner grinned. Heard the note. Torv's pissed. Want me to bury his next shift bid? Eli shook head. Let metrics talk. Sayla's crest perked. You risk? For logs? Team risk. Eli shrugged. Your scans saved that pallet yesterday. Afternoon haul ramped. Crates thundered past. Eli directed loaders. Sayla manned the desk, glyphs flying. Mira even nodded her way. Then siren wail pierced the bay. Standard drill tone. Low, pulsing. Sayla froze. Claws locked midair. Body coiled tight, like braced for strike. Eli moved. Grabbed her wrist private now. Desk shadow. Pulled her toward the stairwell. This way. She stumbled after. Door hissed shut. Quiet enveloped them. No eyes. He released. Stepped back. Hands visible. Boundary held. Her breath hitched. Crest flat against skull. Tone. Triggers. Pass station. Drills turned purge. Locked us in vents. Eli leaned on the rail. No pity. Just steady. She uncurled slow. Claws retracted. You saw. Pulled. No question. Standard. He checked chrono. 2 minutes to reset. Back when ready. Sayla straightened. Trained response. Expect pain. Not here. Eli waited. No rush. Siren cut. Bay hummed alive. She nodded. Ready. They emerged. Crew reset pallets. Mira glanced. Said nothing. Torv avoided eyes. Rusk calmed Eli direct. Sayla's tally. Top translator. Assign permanent. Ignore noise. Affirm. Eli patched her into the main desk feed. Public. Shift dragged to end. Loaders filed out. Sayla packed her scanner. Hesitated. Eli. Claw brushed his sleeve. Private tap. Boundary. Adjust. Touch. Permitted. If earned. Heart kicked. He nodded. Earned. Tube platform waited. No shadows. No tails. Jax jogged up. Torv filed counterlog. Claims joke protected. Want fix? Eli eyed Sayla. She watched, calm. Counter with her metrics. Bury nothing. Jax whistled. Bold. Rusk's green lighting? Metrics gold. Eli boarded with Sayla. Door sealed. Inside, her claw found his hand. Held firm. Bond deepens. Stacks higher. Station blurred past. Next shift dawned. Eli hit manifests first. Mug waited hers, labeled. Sayla arrived. Smiled sharp. Rusk barked orders. Crew moved. No grumbles. Mira slid a pad over. Joint check? Her glyphs. My crates. Sayla accepted. They synced flawless. Torv loaded silent. Watched the post. Sayla's time trial. Framed. Jax cornered Eli at break. Union's reviewing. Her logs viral in feeds. Tellerand's quiet. Good. Eli glanced. Sayla laughed at Mira's vent joke. Crest high. Hall peaked. Jammed pallet Korvax seals cracking. Eli braced. Sayla scanned. Power glyph mismatch. He rerouted. She certified. Stable. Crew clapped. Shift end. Rusk nodded at Sayla. Solid. Two bride. Claw in hand. Public now. No stairs. But docking bay exit 3 loaders lingered. Torv's crew. Scales. Thinks she's crew? Eli stopped. Sayla tensed beside. Metrics say yes. Eli stepped forward. Logs say touch her. Union says fired. Torv sneered. Human pet. Sayla's voice cut. Pet saves your halls. Eli squeezed her claw. Backed her step. Loaders shifted. Backed off. Tube hummed open. They boarded. Inside, she leaned close. Risked. Again. Worth it. Crest against his shoulder. Station spun away. Prejudice chipped. One act at a time. Alarm drill echoed faint next bay. Sayla didn't flinch. Claw tightened. Eli smiled. Steps stacked, but calm buzzed. Jax. Torv escalating. Union meet tomorrow. Bring her. Risk peaked. Bond held. Eli thrust out his hand. Sayla Ven? Eli Mercer. Cargo clerk. Welcome aboard. She flinched hard, her iridescent scales flashing warning blue along her neck frill. Talons curled tight against her chest. Eli yanked his hand back. Heat crept up his face. Stupid. Humans shook. Not everyone did. Sayla's golden eyes narrowed. Her translator collar hummed soft. No contact. Scales sensitive. Got it. Eli nodded quick. How do you greet then? She tilted her head. Crest feathers quivered. Claw salute. Palm up. Hold 3 seconds. Eli flipped his palm skyward. Mimicked her gesture. Claw extended. Fingers splayed. Held it. 1, 2, 3. She stared. He dropped it. Tried again. Palm. Precise. Fingers matched her spread. Held steady. 1 beat. 2, 3. Sayla's crest eased flat. She nodded once. Sharp. Eli grinned. Nailed it? Acceptable. Her voice clicked through the collar. First warmth edged it. Shift horn blared. They moved. Concourse packed tight. Loaders shoved past. A Torv grunt bumped Sayla's shoulder. She sidestepped sharp. Eli fell in beside her. Matched her stride. When a cluster of humans loomed gossiping, eyes flicking her way, he shifted left. Blocked the flow. His shoulder took the jostle. Sayla glanced up. Unneeded. Keeps pace even. Eli kept eyes forward. Another bump hit his back. He absorbed it. No one touched her scales. They hit the dock gate. Mira Holt leaned on a crate stack, pad in hand. Her gaze slid over Sayla. Lingered cold. Eli stopped. Mira, you spread it, right? Sayla caused the incident. Spill the source. Mira's eyes widened. She straightened. Eli. Come on. Station feeds. Everyone knows. Source. Eli crossed arms. Name it or shut it. She glanced around. Loaders nearby. Look. It's just talk. Some bulletin from the blowout. She was there. Glyphs failed. Bull. Eli leaned in. You weren't. I was. She fixed it. Mira flushed. Shrugged. Whatever. Sayla stood silent. Crest low. Eli turned. Walk. They pushed on. Docks hummed, crates whirring. Welders sparking. Eli scanned walls. Old bulletins peeled under fresh prints. There. Incident board. Faded print. Glyph surge event cause. Translator error. But tape overlapped the date stamp. Fresh. Sticky edges gleamed. And bottom right signature line blank. Shredder drone hovered near. Eli stepped fast. Sayla's eyes tracked him. Evidence? Hook. Eli patted his pocket. Official stories doctored. No sig. Wrong date. Her frill perked. Risky grab. Worth it. He matched her claw salute. Held 3. She returned it. Talons brushed his palm light. Brake bell rang. They grabbed rations. Mira slid her pad across the bench. Joint check? Her glyphs. My crates. Sayla accepted. Synced, pads flawless. Glyphs flowed green across screens. Torv loaded silent in the corner. Watched. Crew posted Sayla's time trial vid. Framed on the wall now. Jax cornered Eli at shift's end. Union's reviewing. Her logs viral in feeds. Telleran's quiet. Good. Eli glanced over. Sayla laughed at Mira's vent joke. Crest high. Hall peaked next cycle. Jammed pallet groaned Corvex seals cracking red. Eli braced the frame. Muscles burned. Hold. Sayla scanned fast. Power glyph mismatch. Reroute ventral line. He twisted the panel. Fingers flew on overrides. Power surged even. She certified. Pad beeped green. Seals held. Crew clapped. Actual claps echoed off bulkheads. Mira whooped loudest. Rusk nodded at Sayla. Solid. Run. Solid. Run. Tube ride home. Sayla clutched her claw case. Public eyes still lingered, but docking bay exit 3 loaders blocked the hatch. Torv's crew. Scales grinned wide. Scales thinks she's crew? Torv spat. Eli stopped cold. Sayla tensed beside him, frill spiking. Metrics say yes. Eli stepped forward. Squared up. Logs say touch her. Union says fired. Torv sneered. Human pet. Sayla's voice cut sharp. Pet saves your halls. Eli squeezed her claw. Pulled her back a step. Loaders shifted. Fists clenched. Then backed off. Slow. Tube hummed open. They boarded. Inside, empty car. Sayla leaned close. Crest brushed his shoulder. Risked again. Worth it. Eli kept his arm steady. Prejudice chipped. One act stacked on the next. Alarm drill echoed faint from next bay. Sayela didn't flinch. Her claw tightened, firm. Eli smiled. Steps building. Comm buzzed sharp. Jax's face popped up. Torv escalating. Union meet tomorrow. Bring her. Got a witness flipping. Eli's pocket crinkled the tampered bulletin. He met Sayela's eyes. Ready? Her nod came fierce, crest high. With you. Risk peaked. But Bond held steel tight. Dock lights flickered as tube accelerated. Union Hall loomed in 2 shifts. Torv's crew wouldn't quit easy. Rusk watched metrics only green for now, but one slip. Eli pulled the bulletin smooth. Tape peeled easy under thumb. Underneath. Date matched Sayela's log perfect. Signature? Forged scrawl. But ink bled fresh. Proof, he murmured. Sayela's talon traced the glyph margin. My cert. Untouched. Jax pinged again. Mira's talking. Wants in. Progress. But concourse chatter hit new pitch next morning. Whispers chased them. Scales sabotaged again? Torv says. Eli blocked a shoulder check from a passing grunt. Kept Sayela centered. She matched his stride. They circle. Old game. Eli scanned for Mira. She waited at the gate. Nervous tap on pad. Eli. I checked feeds. Rumor started with Torv's shift log. Doctored timestamps. Eli nodded. Get it on record. Mira synced her pad to his. Data flowed. Why help her? Sayela spoke first. She chooses. Mira blinked. Frill crest whatever caught light. Yeah. Metrics don't lie. Shift kicked off. Rusk barked orders. Ven on scans. Mercer routes. Torv glared from his stack. Muttered to loaders. Pallet jammed mid-haul. Seals hissed. Sila Duvin. Glyph surge incoming. Eli braced. Rerouted blind human muscle holding frame while her talons danced panels. Stable. Green. Crew clapped again. Torv turned away. Jax met them at break. Union's hot. Torv filed counter. Says you're biasing crew. Eli pulled the bulletin. This says otherwise. Jax whistled. Gold. Bring Sayela. Testify joint. Tube ride. Sayela's crest rested full on his shoulder. You started with flinch. Eli chuckled. Claw now. Her grip warmed his palm. Union doors tomorrow. Torv waited, but evidence stacked. Kindness stacked higher. Station spun. Rusk calmed late. Keep metrics green. Ignore noise. Eli pocketed it. Noise wouldn't stop. Sayela's eyes gleamed. Together? Always. One small act. Prejudice cracked wide. Jax's fingers flicked Sayela's access badge toward the recycler chute. Eli shot forward and clamped his hand around the Union runner's wrist. Metal gleamed under the harsh dock lights. The badge hovered an inch from the slot. Easy, Mercer. Jax hissed. He twisted. But Eli's grip held like station hydraulics. Just clearing junk. Bull. Eli yanked Jax back. Loaders paused mid-haul, eyes flicking their way. That's Ven's. You know it. Jax smirked, but sweat beaded on his brow. The chute hummed. Hungry. Eli dragged him sideways, away from the main bay. Retrieve it. Now. Or what? You gonna dock me? Jax probed the slot with his free hand. His fingers scraped metal. The badge clattered out, scratched, but intact. Eli snatched it. Walk. Eli shoved Jax toward a camera blind spot behind coolant stacks. Pipes hissed steam. No feeds here. Perfect. Jax rubbed his wrist. You're playing hero for the glitch? Station's done with her. Wad. Eli pocketed the badge. Glitch? She saved my ass on that glyph surge yesterday. What's your play? Jax leaned against a pipe. Casual. Too casual. Torv's crew. They want her gone. Badge vanishes. She's locked out. Reassignment papers sign themselves. Eli's jaw tightened. Sayla's face flashed, sharp eyes, guarded crest. Isolated since that old incident. Rumors poisoned everything. Not happening. But I need intel. Sealed file on her. Mistake. Copy it. Jax laughed, sharp. Union gold? That's buried deep. Rusk's sign-off. Favors. Eli met his gaze. I owe you 2 shifts on the Midnight Hall. Last year, you buried my late log. And I cover your next bar tab. At the void. Jax's eyes narrowed. Calculated. 3 shifts. And the tab doubles. 2 and change. Done. Eli extended his hand. Jax shook. Grip firm. File drops to your pad by end shift. Jax slipped away, vanishing into the crew shuffle. Eli exhaled. Badge secure. 1 threat down. He scanned for Sayla. She hunched over scan panels in Bay 7, talons clicking keys. Loaders gave her space too much space. He approached. She stiffened, crest flaring slight. Turned. Those iridescent eyes locked on. Mercer. He held out the badge. Found this. Recycler chute. Jax tried dumping it. Her talons closed around it. Hesitant. Warm through the plasteel. Erase me. Voice. Low. Edged. Alien accent. Clipped vowels. Sharp. Not on my watch. Eli pulled his pad. File pinged in. Jax was fast. This dropped. Your incident file. Sealed. Check for mistranslations. Glyphs don't lie. Sayla's crest rippled. She slotted the badge. Synced her pad. Data scrolled. Her eyes narrowed. Scanning fast. Talons danced. Here. Timestamp glyph. Human log. Says. Delay. Mine flagged. Surge risk. Context lost. Cultural. Your crews ignore warnings. Eli nodded. Torv's log doctored that way. Mira confirmed. Proof stacks. Crumb. Noth. She paused. Looked up. Crest eased flat truss signal. He'd learned. Metrics green when we sync. He shrugged. Humans lifted heavy. Her scans caught the unseen. Teamwork. And it's right. Sayela's gaze lingered. Hand brushed his arm. Light. Claw. Now shakes. He grinned. Gripped her offered palm. Talons careful, but firm. Brake buzzer blared. Crew scattered. Eli pocketed the annotated file. Union. Tomorrow. This helps. We. She nodded. Crest brushed his shoulder as she turned back to panels. Accidental? No. Choice. Shift dragged. Pallets groaned under cargo. Eli routed hauls, muscles burning. Sayla called surges twice. Diverted disasters. Crew clapped once. Torv scowled from his stack. Rusk stormed in at shift's end. Foreman's boots echoed. Pad glowed red. Then, Sayla froze mid-scan. Eli stepped between them. Casual block. Boss. Scans green? Rusk jabbed a finger past Eli. Reassign the problem. Metrics dip when she's near. Torv's filing. Eli held ground. Metrics peak today. Her calls saved 2 jams. File says otherwise? Rusk's eyes flicked to Eli. Hard. You biasing? Union whispers. Fiveness. Rusk's no. Una B fiveness. Rusk's no. Union whispers. Evidence. Eli synced pads. Doctored logs. Mira's feeds. Sayla's glyph notes. Prejudice. Not performance. Sayla shifted behind him. Crest low. But talons ready on her pad. Rusk scanned. Silence stretched. Pipes dripped. Loaders watched from stacks. Green stays green. Rusk pocketed his pad. Ignore noise. But watch your step, Mercer. He turned. Paused. Her too. Eli exhaled. Rusk gone. Sayla's hand touched his back. Steady. Together? Her voice soft. Always. He turned. Crest rested full on his shoulder now. Public. Loaders saw. Torv muttered from afar. Jack slipped by. Nodded once. File delivered. Two bride home hummed. Sayla beside him. No space between. Her scent ozone and spice filled the car. Flinch gone. Trast. Eli chuckled. Handshake fail started it. Claw now. She gripped his hand. Talons retracted. Human fit. Station spun on. Prejudice cracked. One badge. One stand. Kindness. Stacked. But calm buzzed. Mira's voice. Eli. Torv's escalating. Union rep pulled. Tomorrow's hot. He pocketed it. Sayla's eyes gleamed. Ready. Noise rose. Bond held. Jax darted through the maintenance hatch. Fingers slick with chute grime. Eli lunged from the shadows of Bay 6, clamping down on the Union runner's wrist mid-throw. The badge Sayla's lifeline froze inches from the recycler's maw. Its hollow chip flickered protest. Drop it, Jax! Eli growled. His grip crushed any wiggle room. Dock air reeked of ozone and fuel. But Jax's cologne cut through cheap synth vanilla. Jax twisted, smirk fading. Mercer. Overreacting? It's trash. Her trash keeps surges off my hull. Eli wrenched him back. The chute whirred empty. Loaders craned necks from pallets, but no one intervened. Not yet. Jax yanked. Failed. Let go or I yell assault. Retrieve it. Eli nodded at the slot. Or I drag you to Rusk. Jax cursed. Probed the chute. Fingers emerged with the badge. Edges scored. Eli grabbed it. Slotted it into his vest. Secure. Now walk. Eli propelled him to the blind spot. Coolant stacks. No cams. Pipes vented steam in rhythmic puffs. Privacy. Jax rubbed his wrist, eyes darting. Torv's orders. Ven's a glitch. Badge gone. Access revoked. She's ghosted. Eli crossed arms. Not her fault. Jax barked a laugh. Union vault? Rusk locked that. Costs. Favors owed. Eli leaned in. 2 midnight halls I cover your logs. Plus void tab. Triple rounds. 4 halls. Tab forever. Jax countered sly. 3. Tab once a cycle. Eli held out his hand. Jax shook. Pad ping by bells. Don't regret it. He melted into the crew flow. Eli breathed out. Badge thrummed in his pocket. Sabotage stopped. Sayla worked Bay 7 scans, isolated as ever. Talons flew over glyphs. Eli approached. Ven. This yours? She spun. Crest flared alert. Took the badge. Claws retracted fast. Recycler? Hard. Lever. Tonex. Recycler. Jax. Torv's play. Eli synced his pad. File arrived, time-stamped. Check this. Mistranslations? Number Minersire. Endwer. Sayla slotted in. Eyes scanned, irises pulsing. Glyph chain. Humans log caution. I flagged evac surge. Context your crew's push limits. Lost in translation. Matches Mira's feeds. Eli nodded. Torv doctored. To blame you. Crest smoothed. She met his eyes. Risk you. Worth it. He shrugged. Her scans caught what human eyes missed. His muscle cleared paths. Balance. Breakhorn wailed. Sayla's shoulder brushed his retreating. Intentional warmth. Shift grind resumed. Eli hauled crates. Human. Eli slammed the crate down, seals hissing shut. Sayla synced her pad beside him. Talons clicking through the incident file. Bay 7 hummed with end-shift drones, scanners beeping, loaders whining. Timeline first, Eli said. He pulled up doc logs on his own pad. Your scan flagged the glyph at 1417. Stamp here. Sayila leaned in, crest twitching. Her irises pulsed blue as she cross-referenced. Cam gap. 14:16 to 14:19. Blacked out. Eli frowned. He tabbed to stamps. Rusk's override code. Partial match. Then your badge pinged. Caution. Reroute. She clawed the screen, zooming timestamps. Evac surge glyph. Humans logged it. Proceed. My warning vanished. Manual flip. Eli nodded, hauling another crate to block prying eyes from Mira's station. Torv's shift. He had access. Reconstruct. Your scan in. His override. Logs. Doctored. Post facto. Sayla's claws retracted fully, a rare sign. She slotted a holo projector from her belt. Glyphs spun in air, timelines weaving. See? Gap hides the switch. Only manual. Eli synced his pad to capture it. Proof enough for test. Bay 8 free? She glanced at the empty lane. Clear 15 mics. Eli grabbed a dummy crate. Same mass, same labels. He slapped on a test glyph, matching the incident. Caution. Evac surge. Sayla scanned it live. Flagged, she said. Pad beeped red. System holds. Eli nodded. He pulled his own override fob clerk level. Tapped manual. Label flipped to proceed. Scans cleared green. Only way, Eli said. He reset it. Logged the test under joint ID. Torv burned you for his screw-up. Sayla's crest smoothed flat. She touched his arm, feather light, intentional. You prove. Why chain self? Eli shrugged, stacking crates. Balance. Your eyes catch glyphs, mine miss. We clear this. Metrics, green up. Brake horn silenced. Crews shuffled out. Eli wiped sweat. Synced final files. Admin now. Walk with. Sayila hesitated, eyes scanning the bays. Whispers from Mira's crew lingered, but she nodded. Together. They strode through the spine corridor, pads clutched tight. Admin hatch irised open. Clerk drone buzzed. Submit queue. ID? Eli slapped his badge down. Mercer. Bay 7. Incident File 47B. Sayla Venn translator. Evidence packet. Drone word. Ingesting. Sealed file. Admin review required. A human suit emerged. Lyra Voss. Mid-level. Mercer. This Venn's mess. Drop it. Eli crossed arms. Not her mess. Logs. Cams. Test run. Manual override. Torv's code. Voss scanned the holo. Frowned. Metrics dipped then. Quiet transfer for her. You walk clean. Sayla stiffened beside him. Eli stepped forward. No. Full hearing. Date it. Voss's eyes narrowed. Risky, clerk. Rusk flags this. Your green sheet, yellows. Hearing, Eli repeated. Packet under my ID. Submit. Drone stamped it. Voss sighed. Cycle's end. 0900. Boardroom. Don't drag station drama. 1914. Makes drone stamped. 1914. Makes 1 and 1. 1914. 1914. Hatch sealed. Sayla exhaled, crest fluttering. You refuse easy out. Eli synced confirmation ping. Easy outs bury truth. Walk you home. Dusk cycle dimmed the hab rings. They threaded dim-lit paths. Past flickering vendor stalls hawking synth meat skewers. Sayela's quarters nestled in low-deck, outcast Warren's narrow vents, glyph-scratched walls. Thanks, Eli, she murmured. Her shoulder brushed his again, Warmth through station chill. Human. Persistent. He grinned. Practical. Night, Sayla. She paused at her hatch. Talons grazed his wrist. Safe paths. Eli turned for his block, 2 rings up. Corridor quieted, shift graves humming. His door panel gleamed under lock light. Then he saw it. Burn mark scorched deep, crossed talons over a human fist. Spacer code for back off, soft skin. Eli's jaw tightened. He scanned for cams, none active. Pad pinged anonymous. Asterisk. She ghosts tomorrow. You next. Asterisk. They didn't threaten her anymore. They threatened him. He palmed the door open, stepping inside. Quarters sparse. Bunk. Crate table. Void tab flickering news. Eli dropped his pad, grabbed a utility knife from the drawer. Tested edge. Rusk tolerated prejudice for green metrics. Torv's crew played rough. Fine. Eli patched a secure line to Jax. Runner. Midnight Hall? Make it now. Need shadows. Jax's face popped holo sly. Trouble already? Favors stack. Warning on door. Fist and talons. Eli angled his pad cam. Bury traces. Whose crew? Jax whistled low. Torv's Inc. Bay rats. I sniff. Line cut. Eli paced, knife twirling. Sayla's crest smoothing replayed trust cracking open. Worth the burn. Dawn cycle crept. Eli suited up early. Badge secure. Bay 7 waited. Sayla's station empty? No. She scanned crates. Talons steady. Spotted him. Crest lifted slight greeting. Morning, Eli said. He hauled a load past, blocking Mira's gossip line. Files hold? She nodded, irises steady green. Admin ping, hearing set. Crew eyes lingered. Mira whispered to a loader. Eli ignored. Stacking precise. Rusk stomped in, tablet glowing red. Mercer, admin ping. Your ID on Ven crap? Eli set crate down even. Evidence submitted. Timeline proves override. Rusk jabbed finger. Metrics tank if she stays. Drop it. Board decides, Eli said. Bay clear. Rusk growled, stormed out. Eli shrugged. Teamwork. Shift ground on. Crates flew under dual eyes, her glyphs, his muscle. Lunch cycle. Eli snagged 2 protein bars from vending. Tossed one. Sayla caught it, sniffed. Human fuel. Share? They sat bay edge, backs to vents. She nibbled cautious. Torv crew. Heard burn talk. Eli chewed slow. My door. They'll blink first. Her talon tapped his knee light, testing. Protective. Rare. Practical, he said. But warmth spread. Her crest brushed his shoulder accidental on purpose. Afternoon snag. Jammed loader. Eli wedged under, muscles straining. Sayla. Directed from pad glyph. Overrides. Flashing. Left torque, she called. He cranked. Freed. Crew watched silent. Mira's eyes widened slight. End horn wailed. Eli wiped grease. Home run? Sayla synced pads. Together. Hab paths busier, dusk crowds shoving. Whispers trailed. Mercer's alien pet. Eli shouldered clear paths. Her hand 3-fingered. Warm gripped his sleeve. Door panel waited. Burn mark, fresh glinting. But Jax scratched over. Asterisk. Eyes open. Asterisk. Inside, Eli bolted it. Sayla lingered hall. Safe? Safer with proof, he said. Pulled her a spare pad link. Ping, if shadows. She clutched it. Crest full flat vulnerable. Stepped close. Frill brushed his chest. Eli. Kindness breaks walls. He nodded, pulse quick. Slow build. Hatch side shut. Eli leaned against it. Hearing loomed. Threats escalated, but her touch lingered. Balance tipping romantic. Next shift dawned harsh. Admin boardroom packed. Voss, Rusk, Union rep, drone recorder. Scylla, beside Eli. Crest out. Evidence? Chair drone intoned. Eli slotted packet. Olo spun. Timelines. Test. Overrides. Rusk blustered. Metrics. She mistranslates. Manual only. Eli countered. Torv code. Logs lie. Board murmured. Sayla added glyphs live irises pulsing proof. Voss shifted. Override confirmed. Ven cleared. Incident reopened on Torv. Voss. Rusk's face purpled. Mercer. You. Green metrics incoming. Eli cut. Team intact. Board stamped. Sayla exhaled. Talon squeezed his undertable. Out in spine. Cruz stared. Mira nodded, faint respect. Torv lurked bay edge, eyes venom. But he backed off. Evening escort. New burns. Eli swung open his unit hatch. Sayla hesitated in the corridor, her irises flicking to shadows. He stepped aside. One night. My place. Yours to lock. She clutched her satchel tighter. Three-fingered hand flexed. Crest quivered wary. Rules? Eli nodded, leaned on the frame. No, scanning my gear without ask. Kitchens shared. But you pick portions. Berth's yours. I take the deck. Veto any. Say now. Sayla's frill rippled. Scanned the dim hab space. Bunk. Console. Ration heater. No traps. Lock. Code. Mine? Yours. He tapped the panel. Prompt glowed. Her talon danced glyphs. Click sealed it. She exhaled, shoulders dropping. Eli guided her inside. Hatch hissed shut. Sit. I'll cook. She perched on the bunk edge, watched every move. He pulled ration packs, protein slabs, hydro veggies, spice gels, laid them on the counter. Inspect, smell, scan, whatever. No secrets. Sayla rose, leaned close. Her scent ozone and salt filled the space. Irises pulsed blue approval. Human synth meat, clean. She sliced a veggie strip, chewed test bit, nodded. Safe. Eli heated the pan. Sizzled slabs in. Added her approved veggies. Stirred fast. Plates clinked. He served first to her. Eat slow. Builds trust. She forked a bite. Crest flared, slight pleasure. Warmth. Shared. Rare. Fork paused. Why? Eli? Risk. Fork. 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 Someone burned your door. Torv's crew. Not right. He ate his share. Kept eyes on her plate. Not pushing. Meal done. Eli cleared plates. Pulled his sleeve. Exposed forearm. Red welt glared fresh burned scar. Gang etch half melted. Found this on my shift. Corrid or threat. Yours? Sayla's talon traced it light. Winced. Vexari claw mark. Torv's pack. Outcast bleeds alone. Irises darkened. They mark claim. Hunt next. Eli stood. Proof enough. Grabbed his pad. Pinged station sec. Asterisk. Threat etch on Mercer 47B. Vexari symbol. Witness Ven. Corridor 12 now. Asterisk. Stay. He bolted for the hatch. She followed anyway. Corridor hummed empty late cycle. Burn mark smoked faint on his door panel. Twisted claw. Asterisk Ven dies, slow asterisk. Eli planted feet. Backed against it. Arms crossed. Sex 10 out. I hold. Footsteps echoed. 3 shadows rounded. Torv's bulk. 2 sneering flanks. Vexari tattoos gleamed under lights. Torv smirked. Mercer. Pet inside? Share her. Eli didn't budge. Second route. Logs rolling. Walk. Torv lunged. Fist cocked. Eli sidestepped. Grabbed wrist. Twisted dock grapple hold station worker's trick. Torv grunted. Flanks froze. Human strength, one hissed. No augment. Eli held firm. Call it spite. Sirens whined distant. Torv yanked free. Backed off. This ain't over. Soft skin. Sec drones buzzed in. Cuffs snapped. Torv spat. Rusk'll bury you. Eli watched them drag away. Turned. Sayla framed the hatch talon on jam. Crest flat. Eyes wide. You. Stood. For me. Basics. He shouldered past. Inside. Bolted again. Pad pinged. Asterisk. Threat logged. Hearing tomorrow. Ven subpoena. Optional. Asterisk. Eli faced her. Choice. Ghost out quiet. No traces. Or stand with me. Board sees you. Clears name. Torv swings. Sayla paced. Frill brushed his arm accidental. Warm. Ghost. Safe. But lies fester. Stopped. Talon gripped his sleeve firm now. Stand. Together. He nodded. Pulse jumped at her touch. Prep packet tonight. Logs don't lie. She pulled a data spike. Slotted his console. Glyphs flew her overrides, decoding Torv's hacks. Manual truth. Human aid. Accelerates. Eli watched her work. Crest brushed his shoulder as she leaned. Scent lingered. One night stretched. Rules bent already. Dawn shift loomed. Eli synced the packet. Rest. I'll ward. 8. Sayla curled on bunk. Iris's dimmed trust. Eli. Your world shifts mine. He dimmed lights. Deck felt less cold. Hab paths busier at dusk. Crowds shoved. Whispers trailed. Mercer's alien pet. Eli shouldered paths clear. Her hand three-fingered. Warm gripped his sleeve. Door panel waited. Jax's scratch gleamed over old burn. Asterisk. Eyes open. Asterisk. Inside, Eli bolted. Sayla lingered in hall. Safe? Safe? Safer with proof. He pulled spare pad link. Ping of shadows. She clutched it. Crest flattened vulnerable. Stepped close. Frill brushed his chest. Eli. Kindness breaks walls. He nodded. Pulse quickened. Slow build. Hatch side shut. Eli leaned against it. Hearing tomorrow. Threats peaked. Her touch lingered. Balance tipped romantic now. Next shift hit harsh. Admin boardroom packed. Voss. Rusk. Union rep. Drone recorder. Sayla beside Eli. Crest tout. Evidence? Chair drone intoned. Ailey slotted packet. Olo spun. Timelines. Tests. Overrides. Rusk blustered. Metrics tank. She mistranslates. Manual only. Eli countered. Torv's code. Logs lie. Board murmured. Sayla added. Live glyphs. Iris's pulsing proof. Voss shifted. Override. Confirmed. Ven cleared. Incident on Torv. Rusk purpled. Green metrics incoming. Eli cut. Team intact. Board stamped. Sayla exhaled. Talon squeezed his under table. Spine crews stared. Mira nodded, faint respect. Torv lurked bay edge. Eyes, venom. Backed off. Evening escort. No new burns. Sayla walked taller. Hand brushed his deliberate. Back at unit, she reset locks. Her code. Ours now? Eli grinned. Build on it. Jax pinged. Asterisk paper buried. Torv's crew scattered. Watch flanks. Eli pocketed pad. Turned. Sayla unpacked a glyph lamp soft glow. Her space. Now. Crest flared happy. Meal? She asked, mimicked his stir. He handed pan. Teach you synth trick. Talons met his fingers. Warmth sparked. Prejudice cracked. One kindness at a time. Shift over. Mira sidled up. Rusk fumes, but metrics green. You pulled it. Eli shrugged. Teamwork. She eyed Sayla distant. Alien grit matches yours. Careful. Jack says gangs simmer. Jack says gangs simmer. Jack says gangs simmer. Logged. Eli waved Sayla over. Hab quieted. No whispers chased. Sayla's frill touched his arm. Human normal. Extraordinary shield. He squeezed her hand light. 3 fingers fit his palm. Romance. Bloomed. Quiet. Unit hatch. Her code clicked. Inside, she lit lamp. Pulled him to console. Next logs? Together. Eli sat close. Shoulder to frill. Always. Kindness stacked. Walls crumbled. Station turned slow. Eli pushed open the heavy hearing chamber doors. Sayla's frill quivered beside him. He guided her inside with a firm hand on her elbow. Rows of station reps filled the benches. Foreman Rusk scowled from the panel dais. Eli scanned the empty seats near the front. He steered Sayla to the closest one and dropped into it before Mira or the union reps could claim it. Sayla's talons clicked against the armrest. Her crest flattened low. Eli leaned close. Breathe steady. Logs don't lie. The panel chair, a stern Arcturan named Vex, banged a gavel. Hearing commences. Sayla Ven, translator. Accused of manual override negligence on Cargo Bay 7 breach. Foreman Rusk, present your case. Rusk stood. His bulk cast shadows over the holoprojector. Ven's override jammed the lockdown. Cost us 3 hours. Green metrics slipped red. She's a liability. Reroute her off station. Murmurs rippled. Mira shifted in her seat 2 rows back. Eli caught her glance wary, but locked on him. Sayla's hand brushed his knee under the table. Talons retracted. Eli raised his pad. Permission to present counterlogs? Chair Vex? Vex's multifaceted eyes narrowed. Granted, Mercer. Make it quick. Eli synced his pad to the chamber projector. The holo sprang to life, a reconstructed timeline from backup servers. Cargo crates shifted in sim time. Alarms blared. Then, a manual override code flashed. Operator ID 4000, 782 JP. Manual override executed at 1437, Eli said. Not Sayla's code. That's Jax Pell's Union runner tag. He's on record. Gasps echoed. Rusk's face purpled. Pell's a floater. Ven was on shift. Sayla's frill perked slightly. Eli tapped the holo. It zoomed on access logs. Pell logged in 5 minutes prior. Override happened during her handover. Jax Pell lounged in the back row. He flashed Eli a thumbs up. Subtle. Vex leaned forward. Foreman, explain this discrepancy. Rusk blustered. Tampered data. Ven's fault from the start. Bulletins warned of her glitch history. Eli pulled up the tampered bulletin on his pad. He flung it to the projector. Redacted lines glowed. Original metadata intact. This bulletin? Altered post-incident. Timestamp shows your terminal, Rusk. 1642. Why Barry Pell's ID? Effer 1. The chamber hushed. Rusk jabbed a finger. You accusing me, Mercer? Probation for insubordination. Eli met his glare. Audit the overrides. All bays. Station code demands it. Vex's claws tapped the dais. Motion for audit. Granted. Full forensic sweep. Bays 1 through 12. Rusk. Stand down. Rusk slumped. Sweat beaded his brow. Mira whispered to a rep beside her. Eyes flicked to Sayla, less venom now. Sayla squeezed Eli's hand. Her 3 fingers fit perfect in his palm. Warmth spread. Vex cleared his throat. Ven cleared pending audit. But metrics dipped. Someone pays. Mercer. You pushed this. Probation. 2 cycles. Dockside only. No overtime. Eli nodded. Accepted. Add a clause. Sayla reinstated. Full protection from harassment. Logged incidents. Trigger review. Murmurs swelled. Rusk snorted. Soft. Vex banged the gavel. Clause added. Hearing adjourned. Eli stood. Sayla rose with him. Her crest flared high, first time he'd seen it full. They exited amid stares. No jeers this time. Mira caught up in the corridor. Ballsy, Eli, she said. Rusk's crew will chew flanks. Jax buried the deep logs